Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 4 of season 2 of The Sandman. In the last episode, Morpheus finally decided who would get the key to hell, and he just kind of gave it back to heaven. Let it be their problem. He got Nada back. However, she was understandably not too thrilled about everything that transpired and has left the dreaming to return to the mortal realm to see what life is like among the living in the current day and age. Rejecting Dream's love, another one of his proposals, and even like the promise or even possibility of ever returning to see him again. Lots of other implications in there as well, especially him hanging on to Loki as holding him to a favor in exchange for keeping his escape a secret, as well as what may or may not have been the implication that all of this between Dream and Nada may have been the influence of his sibling Desire again, trying to sabotage him or hurt him in some way. I'm wondering, or if I'm just making that out of nothing, but we'll have to wait and find out. But yeah, let's get ready to jump into the next episode. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also get suggested vote about movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. With that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 4, Brief Lives. Here we go. What a gorgeous ass castle.
I take it Queen Nada has left us. The palace staff were wondering what you'd like done with the suite of rooms you created for her.
Erase them.
Yeah.
And I would appreciate it if the palace staff would refrain from mentioning her name in my presence.
Damn. He's like, I just have to forget.
Do you think I am incapable of love?
Oh.
Did Queen Nada tell you that?
She said she did not know if my kind was even capable of it.
In my personal opinion, I think that you have a...
Boss!
God damn it, Matthew!
We've got a situation downstairs. The Guardians have captured an intruder.
Wait, what? Who? Whoa! Oh!
She is your sister.
I'm afraid
Delirium.
she is my sister Wyvern. Put her down.
I must apologize.
It's okay. I liked it. It was fun, especially the swingy bits.
Aww.
I always thought I ought to have a pet.
The Wyvern is not a pet.
What about your blackbird?
Raven,
Also not a pet.
this is Matthew.
I remember Matthew.
No, we've never met.
We have. You just don't remember me.
No, you, I would remember.
Yeah, that was the
Why are
other
you here, my
Raven.
sister?
Probably.
I came to see you. To talk, not just see.
You have a gallery for that.
But if I called and you said no, then that would mean you wouldn't talk to me. And last time I
Yeah.
called, you said no, and the time before that. So I thought if I just showed up, then maybe... Please don't make me go away.
She just wants to talk to her brother, man. Oh, come on. That is too many candles.
I saw it was raining outside when I came in. You must be in a very bad mood.
Must I?
I knew you'd be this way. You're always so scary, so I thought I'd really try to be good. And I'm trying very hard to be good, but you're still being horrid to me and laughing at me behind your face like you always do. And I really was trying this time.
This is heartbreaking.
I've been somewhat distracted as of late. I'm not angry with you. I'm sorry.
You just apologized to me.
He's like, yes.
And why didn't you tell me why it is you came here?
I was thinking about things, about why everything feels so wrong. And then I tried to remember a time when it didn't feel this way. It was when he was here.
Our brother.
I would go and see him, and no matter how bad things got, he would make it okay. But now he's gone, and everything is broken.
What do you mean?
Destruction's realm is still there.
Destruction.
Things are still being destructed, but nobody's in charge of it. It's out of control. And look what happened when you left your realm.
I did not leave my realm by choice.
No, I know. He left because he wanted to. So long ago. What if he's embarrassed to come back? What if he's been captured the way you were? Or what if he's sick or has amnesia?
He abandoned us.
Oh, whoa.
He abandoned his realm. He abandoned his responsibilities.
He's-
An act of profound selfishness which I shall never understand nor forgive.
Oh, bullshit. You want to so badly. You
Did you ever
know
tell me
it.
that? Don't you kind of want to find him and yell at him and bring him back?
Our brother chose to leave us. We must accept that.
That's what Despair said.
You asked Despair to go with you.
She said no.
You're the last person, probably.
I take it you asked Desire as well.
I was actually in Desire's house when I had the idea.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
It doesn't matter who I asked when, does it?
Yeah, kinda.
They didn't want to come with me. But you do.
Will you excuse me for a moment? Desire.
Dream. How delightful.
Delirium is in my domain.
Yes, I had a feeling she might come looking for you next. Are you coming through?
No, I shall remain here.
Well, in that case, I'll come to you.
Oh, shit.
Where might one sit in your gallery, if one were invited to?
She tells me she decided
Couldn't make
upon
something
this
a little more
idiotic course
comfortable?
in your company.
Well, I had nothing to do with it.
Just as you had nothing to do with what happened between Nada and me.
I hate to disappoint you, Dream, but you managed to fuck that one up all on your own.
I'd believe
You
it.
don't believe me? Neither your 10,000-year-old heartbreak nor Delirium's obsession with our brother is of my doing. She was in floods of tears saying if we could just find our big brother that everything would be fine.
She is not wrong about that.
So you're saying we should find him?
No. I'm saying that if she feels that things are broken,
Then they are.
because they are. Our brother broke them.
You had me worried for a second.
About?
You would go looking for him?
Why
Or worse,
would you be worried
that you would
about
use
that?
Delirium's little quest as an excuse to go out and look for Nada?
The idea never occurred to me.
Then tell the little gleek to go home and get on with her life. The sooner you get rid of him, the sooner you can go back to doing what you love. Feeling sorry for yourself.
What a bitch. But I love every scene they're in. I'm starting to wonder if Desire had anything to do with... Whoa.
You came back.
Ew. With their brother's disappearance.
Ask our older sister to go with me. And if she says no, then I'll ask Destiny. And if he says no, then I'll go on my own. But I often get distracted. And I get lost kind of easily. Sometimes I have very bad days where, you just want to hide or scream or bleed or something.
I get it.
If you were to seek our brother, where would you begin looking?
I suppose I'd start finding his old friends and asking them if they know.
Do you know any of his old friends?
I made a list. And I wrote down all the people our brother used to know that wouldn't be dead yet.
A long-lived mortal, a god,
The lawyer.
and a figure of myth.
Do you really feel this is a wise course of action?
My sister seems to need it. And it has been a long time since I walked in the waking world.
You know who else recently left here for the waking world?
This has nothing to do with...
Queen Nada.
I told you not to say her name.
Why not just find her in her dreams?
That would be inappropriate.
That would be inappropriate.
Fate will reunite us.
It won't seem like fate.
Oh,
to
wow.
Nada. It will
Yeah.
seem like stalking. And when Delirium finds out that
It will be a brief diversion. Nothing more.
So that's really the reason then. Shit. Come on, buddy.
Way too much, Lucia.
Oh, I
That's
don't know
true.
where that would be.
Oh, look! It's not raining. You must be feeling much better.
I
Aww.
could say the same.
You'll get over it.
Soon.
Oh, I liked that. That transition.
Find you here. Well,
Oh,
what do you
shit.
think of it so
Damn.
far? The perspective
Oh.
shot to hell. The colours could have been better chosen, and the olive tree on the left looks like an overgrown stinging nettle.
No treats for you anymore.
Well, do you know the colours are off? I thought dogs were colourblind.
That's a coincidence. Looking at that painting, I thought you were.
I like that destruction is creating.
Something happening in that room round the back.
That's a gorgeous little setup, though.
What's in here anyway?
Whoa.
I tend to think of it as the family room.
Oh, he still has his gallery.
What is that thing?
It's a
scrying pool. I suppose you could call it an early warning system.
What's it warning you against?
Trouble.
Like your siblings coming or something else?
Thank you.
Wait here.
Damn, that didn't take long. Yeah, I would not leave her alone for a second.
Nada.
Do I know you?
I thought you were someone else.
Who did you think she was?
We're here.
My name is Wanda. Mr. Farrell told me to expect you and your sister. Hello. About the car you requested.
I want my dream car.
Mr. Farrell mentioned a request for something classic, so the company we work with sent us
Oh.
this from England.
It's beautiful.
It is. And in this car, you might get a little bit of attention.
Well, I don't mind, but my brother might.
Since we have not informed anyone of our arrival, we would do well to be seen by those that might know us.
Well, I agree.
That's
It's
good.
perfect. Can I drive? I bet I'd be
Fuck
really
no.
Absolutely not.
Yes, I
Our
second.
first stop is the Upper East Side.
The lawyer.
Was that on the back of a Santa letter?
There are only 60 men and women walking the earth with personal memories of the mammoth and saber-toothed tiger.
Oh, whoa.
Bernard K-Pax is one of them.
I wouldn't call him mortal if he's that old.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of a construction zone. Hold on. Can you hear me? Good. Because I'm about to give you some very sound legal advice.
What? What the hell? Oh, wait, whoa.
That was close.
Is he lucky? Because he keeps dodging stuff.
A little too close, I'm afraid.
Oh, we didn't.
No, not after all this time. I mean, a stupid accident.
Was it an accident, though?
Sometimes.
I did all right, though, didn't I? I mean, I got what? 12,000 years.
How?
That's pretty good, isn't it?
You got what anybody gets, Bernie. No more, no less. You got a lifetime.
Damn. That's fucked.
I'm sorry, they just called. My father is dead.
It seems way too coincidental that it's when they come looking.
I wonder whether we should continue this.
I knew you would do this.
Do you not find it curious that K-Pax was killed the moment we come to his door?
It was an accident.
Someone does not wish us to speak with our brother's friends.
Who?
Maybe your brother.
I don't know.
Or
Because it could just be a...
any other
What's
of
the
your
word when two things happen at the
siblings.
same time, but they don't necessarily have to mean anything?
Coincidence. That's what you're wanting to think of.
Coincidence.
Yes, that's the problem with you, Dream. Not everything has to mean something.
Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Telling the Dream Lord that not everything needs to mean something, because everybody likes to presume that their dreams always have some kind of secondary or interior meaning.
How's the lawyer?
Dead.
Yep.
Time ago.
Should we take a break?
No.
Yes.
We're going to see the dancing woman.
She's in Philadelphia, which is about 2 hours away. Shall I make you dinner reservations before the show?
I'd like that. Please, Dream.
Perhaps you can recommend a place where we might encounter fellow travelers?
I know just the place.
He's tried so hard. This feels so out of place when thinking about Dream.
I love that you two know each other well enough that you can just be with each other. You don't even have to speak. You can just enjoy each other's company.
You don't have siblings, do you?
So funny.
An older brother.
Was he grumpy and bossy and thought that he knew everything about everything?
He was, actually. He used to take it out on me.
Do you
Oh,
not see your family?
No.
Why not?
My parents were very conservative. When I turned 15, I started hormone therapy without them knowing, so I had to run away.
Well, did you tell them that you were going?
I left a note, but I didn't want them to try and stop me, so no.
sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Do you miss them ever?
I miss my books. They were my companions. I was obsessed with the Oz books growing up.
Oh,
I had this beat up first edition Land of Oz that I should have taken with me.
I love Judy Garland. She used to spend a lot of time in my realm.
Oh.
Wonder if your family came here now, uninvited, looking for you. Would you be happy to see them?
I would. I would be very happy.
Because it would mean that they cared in the end to go do that.
If they asked you to come home?
I'd tell them I'm a grown woman now. I have a whole life of my own that I've built. But I would love if we visited each other. I'd love that very much. Should be on this next block.
Well, what accident befalls this dancer?
The dancing woman is a god. Gods are very hard to kill.
All one needs to do to kill a god is to stop believing in them.
She was the god of...
Sex.
Oh!
And war.
Oh, interesting. Something's gonna happen, man.
Hello, Billy.
Oh, never mind. Not before we was able to check in, at least.
The last time I saw you, I was with your brother. And then privately, you advised him to end our affair. You said that I was a bad influence, that I wasn't good enough for him.
He should not have told you that.
He told me he felt sorry for you. He was afraid you would never know love or be loved.
And then he did as I suggested and ended his relationship with you.
He ended his relationship with you too, didn't he?
Yeah.
I did not come here to quarrel.
This is the last place I'd ever expect to see you. This little temple of desire.
I came with a question.
Another reference to desire.
Good morning. My sister and I seek our brother. Do you know where he is?
I haven't seen him in centuries.
That is not an answer to my question.
I don't know where he is. You could sacrifice a black lamb to me if you like. This is all the temple I have, and we're kind of short on oracles these days.
You have my sympathies.
Do I? What's the warning?
That you may be in danger. I do not know what form, and I am unsure as to why, but I tried to contact another of my brother's acquaintances, but before our approach, he was
destroyed.
Delirium believes it was a coincidence.
But you do not.
Is it him covering his tracks?
What is it I did to make you hate me, Lord Morpheus? To wish me dead?
I do not hate you, nor do I wish you harm.
You have killed me by coming here.
Wait,
I don't know that.
I mean, you can only die by lack of belief, right? So, well, shit, if this is her only temple, her only patrons, if this place gets destroyed, would that kill her?
What are you doing?
People out there have never really seen me dance. Last time I danced, there were temples in my name, 50 priestesses in each. If I am to die tonight,
Would have put off a
I
show.
will do so as a goddess.
It's almost as if dreams are selfish or self-destructive or out of reach. Ah, fuck! That's awful. Everyone is entranced. And a gas leak?
Run now!
Oh, he had to snap them out of it. What is going on? Is it Destruction himself doing this, or is he merely being framed? That's so heartbreaking, man. Oh no.
We need to stop looking for our brother and return to our realms.
And you think that's gonna make everything all right?
What the f...
Did you not just destroy my house of worship?
It wasn't us. We would never.
Oh, shit.
No, he warned us not to go and look for him. And you ignored his warning. And mine.
Make no mistake, Dream. You did this.
It wasn't him. He was trying to help me.
He was also trying to help himself.
No, Del, he wasn't. The only reason that he agreed to come with you was just so that he could look for Nada.
That's who you've been looking for all this time. Dream must think I'm very stupid.
Dream wasn't thinking of you at all.
You never liked me. I understand now why Destruction left us. Told us not to follow him. So now I'm telling you, stay away from me. Don't follow me. Don't summon me. Leave me alone. My realm is closed. To both of you.
You knew how fragile she was.
Do not presume to lecture me.
The way that you would have lectured me if I murdered all of these people. We do not manipulate them, Desire. If anything, they manipulate us. We'll tell that to Bernie K-Pax. And Ishtar. And Wanda. Because I am done with you.
What a heavy ass episode, man. Holy shit. Some beautiful moments in this. Like that complication when there's a dissonance between yourself and your family, but at the same time, you don't want that to be the case. You leave because there's a problem. There is a disconnect. There is a misunderstanding. But at the end of the day, you hope or wish or dream or desire that to not be the case, for that void to be filled. You know, the ideal situation is to be accepted by your family, or for them to realize their mistake and then come looking for you, because that's evidence that they care or that they've changed. Because he quite clearly feels some dissonance between what he was born to do, who he was born as, and who he truly is at his core, especially when you hear how everybody talks about him, the way he seems like the least destructive person in the family. If anything, he's the one that was holding everybody together until he left. You know, he was the one everybody went to for advice. He was the one that consoled. He's the one that kept Delirium company. He was literally the linchpin for this entire family. That, along with what we've seen him with the dog and him painting here, it seems like he's kind of probably the person that was maybe most at odds with their responsibility, what they were expected to do here. Be at peace and create instead of destroy, much like with Wanda's story. You know, being in this place that is expecting you to be a certain way that is completely counter to who you are in your soul, and then going out and making this life. And again, another similarity or comparison, or at least maybe foreshadowing, at least, is like, you know, when they asked, what would you do if your family came looking for you and asked you to come back? It was like, I mean, it's nice that they came, you know, it would still be nice, but I've made a life for myself here. So if they do find their brother, what is the likelihood that he would even return home with them? Probably pretty slim. And it's not right for them to ask him to come back and keep doing what he doesn't want to be doing, what is not him. I don't know. I think that's kind of interesting. At least that's the direction I think that it's going, because it's just like, it felt so poignant in the way that Wanda's story just kind of feels like a little bit of a parallel to what they've experienced, or what they're experiencing with their brother and their pursuit of their brother. Like, it just goes back to what I was talking about before, about, you know, this idea that he feels trapped in his obligation. You know, they had this talk in season 1 with him and Death about this. You know, his perspective on their role, on their duty, and also how that's changed. And now it's more about what he wants for himself. And he's taken any chance he can at certain points to take a break, take his leave, because he's learning that he's more than his duty, but he's also still, as much as he feels that pull, he's still resisting it. He still feels like he's kind of just reaching his arm outside the bars of his cage, trying to grasp at the outside world. Nada is like his way to do that, and his excuse to leave for now. You know, it's in the disguise of looking for their brother to help Delirium, who genuinely seems to be the only one that really, really cares. I mean, Despair even kind of cared. But, you know, it was his wishes to not be found and to be left alone. And here they come poking around. And now everybody connected to him is dead, is dying as a result of them following. But would he kill people that he seemingly loved at some point just so his family doesn't find him? Or is it somebody else trying to stir the pot and break up the family? I don't know. Because at this point, I don't suspect Desire's involved at all, because this was an attack on one of their own little domains here. Yeah, and that just goes to think, like, he's always looking for other people to blame, but it's his persistence, it's his selfishness, it's his naivete, and his own lack of responsibility for certain things that is making all these dominoes fall over. And I like that this finally got turned around. It's like, I didn't do shit here. And you want to lecture me? You know, you telling me not to come and talk down to you, and you certainly would have done the same thing if this was me having done what just happened here, what took place. Ah, God, it's so good. And then again, the visuals throughout this episode, and then just touring this in the world building of these gods, what happens to gods that are no longer worshipped. You know, she made this temple for herself at this strip club because it's the only place she can get some semblance of adoration. But now with this last vestige of it gone, she does truly die. Seems like Destruction, you know, again, going back to the wanting to do more than what they were bred and born to do. He's creating, he's painting, he's not destroying, he's trying to make. He's trying to do the exact opposite of what he's been born to do or what he's expected to do. He's trying to just live in peace and live a life to himself. And, you know, it's just like, ideally, you would think that'd be like what everybody would kind of want for themselves. Like, sure, this was the expectation thrust upon them, but at the end of the day, what do they choose to do with their own lives? Or do they even have a choice? You know, Dream has always been a conflict about whether or not they even have a choice to do what they do. And also, if their realm is left unchecked and unattended without somebody there to manage it, it runs awry. Like Delirium said, with nobody in his realm and his realm still there, destruction just reigns in chaos, which you would think would kind of be the natural way for the play out rather than the destruction to be, chosen, targeted. And he's already made like stipulations for the dreaming to continue as long as this child exists. If he dies, the dreaming won't fall. And the waking world, the dreaming world will still continue in symbiosis. I don't know. It's like, I find it really interesting too that he, as the Lord of Dreams, and everybody else has their own dreams in various different interpretations throughout all of this as well. Like his dream of being with Nada, of having this life, and her dream of making the perfect kingdom, being everything she needed to be for her people, and how those two mutually exclusive dreams, when it just kind of clashes, how sometimes pursuing your dream can be self-destructive. Sometimes it can be futile, but at the same time, it doesn't mean you should stop pursuing them. But it's also interesting that now too, he's chasing that dream that he can maybe make up with Nada, maybe make this right. And now it's just reaping more destruction along the way. I don't know. I just found that kind of interesting because at the core of a lot of the conflict in this, you could make it and twist it into some semblance of desire, of dream, and some combination there within of what spurns people on and motivates people. I don't know, man. It's interesting. I feel so bad for Delirium, given, like, again, she can't help how she was born, what she was born to preside over, and yet seems like, or is treated as such a burden by everyone else in the siblings and the group and the family. And now she's just like, fuck all you, you used me just for your own selfish ends. I thought you cared. I want you to care. I just want a family. I thought that's what we were, what we are, and all this. And like, God, it was heartbreaking. And then she just vacates to her own realm after all of that. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm very curious because I'm not even sure what the end game is for this season, for this show. What are we really up against? What calamity is around the corner? Is somebody pulling the strings? Is this simply just Dream fucking everything up along the way in his own selfish quest, which very well could be the case. Him heeding, or not heeding rather, every warning, every desire of everybody else because of his own desire, his own selfishness, his own dreams, his own hopes, his own wants, and superseding that against everybody else's will. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I kind of got at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And before we go, I want to shout out Angela Burr and Lily Chan's son for joining our Savior tier and helping sponsor some of the rescues that we've been taking care of here at the office. I really appreciate you guys a lot. And as always, I want to shout out our channel legends as well. Eric Official, Armando Rosas, Ash, Casey Wood, Chris, Clara V, Codename Witch, Demasius, David Furstenberg, Durla, Gregory Toner, It's Mushi, Jade, Jake Contrell, Carmen Willman, Liam Harrell, Lily Chan's son, Lindley Bullock, Andy Scherer, Muggy Holes, Nikki Demas, Nikki G, Niall, Ollie Hodges, Philly J, Robert Anguiano, Ross Lingard, Russell Crockett, Shelio, Yori Korskov, and your boy G-Man. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's just for you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.